Hi, I'm John McGuire, founder and director of the Kinesiology Institute. Thank you for tuning into this video. And be sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell to be notified when we post new content. And go to kinesiologyinstitute.com to learn more about applied kinesiology. Here's the governing. The governing meridian goes from the tip of the tailbone up the spinous process, right on the midline, and it comes down just below the nose on above the upper lip, and that's governing vessel 27. So a little hard to rub or to stroke the meridian by yourself, but you can kind of go up as far as you can and then come around the head. And then the neurolymphatic points are right here, about 2 inches, inch and a half, 2 inches out from the sternum, a little wider than right at the actual sternum, and in the back at T23. Now, if you can rub some of these in the back, fine, but I use the roller ball I got, where I rub these often on myself. I lie on the rubber roller ball. I'll demonstrate that later, and it's so great to get all the neurolymphatics, okay? And then your vascular point is right in front of the ear here, so we'll do those now. And just to note, if you wanted to, you could self-test this. Like I could touch here on, say, governing 27, and that's an indication that you would need to stroke a meridian if you get a weakness, okay? That's fine on me. I could also touch the vasculars, see what happens there. So they're right just in front of the eyes, right there. Just actually more like in front of the ears, a little further back, closer to the ears than the eyes, but they're right between the two. And doing okay there. And then I could also touch the neurolymphatics and see if those are tending. Okay, those I'm getting a weakness. So that's saying, yeah, they need to be worked. So if you're doing self-testing, again, you could just rub them. It doesn't have a problem to just rub them. And that's often what I do is I don't test every point. I just go through and see, hey, is it tender? And see how yours is. Boy, mine is really tender on the left side. If you guys do, anybody do EFT, we cover those techniques in my psychological course. And they call this often the tender point, which you're doing in psychological reversals, particularly on the left. So that's a great point. And it happens to be the same point as the governing meridian, which in another technique we do, the magnet technique, Bradley Nelson covers that. You're going right down the governing meridian with a magnet. And so that often relates to psychological issues. Okay, that's feeling better. So you're rubbing there. And then if you can, rub in the back. Again, that's about where you can reach down near the top of the scapula, right off the spine. That's your T2 in the back. Okay, and then the vasculars, again, we're going to touch right here and slightly tug up just in front of the ears, here, right there, and touching right up. It's just above the zygomatic arch, the cheekbone area there. So touching there lightly. And then you're going to stroke up from the tip of the tailbone as far up and catch it where you can. And you're coming right down to above the upper lip, right there. That's governing 27. Okay. Now you can also do this. If you can't stroke the whole meridian, you could touch the tip of the tailbone, governing 1, and governing 27, and just hold them. And then you might even feel or visualize energy flowing between the two.